Welcome back to Seers Village with the man, the myth, the legend, Seers Supreme. This Supreme One Chunk Ironman spent the last episode killing 20,000 out of 100,000 elementals for some runes and getting 21 million woodcutting XP, still looking for that damn beaver. We've been in this chunk for a long time, and we may be in this chunk for a lot longer, but the one thing I can promise you is that we are thundering towards leaving this chunk. So sit back, relax, and why not join me as I try to complete RuneScape one chunk at a time, starting in Seers Village. Welcome back, you're looking absolutely fantastic. It's almost like you're not even trying. I don't even get it. Let's not mess around too much though. Here's the things, you know the things, let's just get cracking. Look at that, we're starting up just where we left off, but this time it's a mystery box that we've got. So let's see what we can get. 20 nature runes, that's good. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you, what's the words left for me? Thank you, RNGesus. Look at that, I'm a bloody strong boy. 80 bloody strength. I know I said that there was potential this was going to be like 99 strength by the time we leave this chunk, but I don't know now, you know. I actually think maybe we're not even going to get to 90 or 92. We've got a lot more of these things to kill, and we're only using strength, but I don't know. This seems to be going a tiny bit quicker than I anticipated. Tiny bit. But you know, look, we're 66 mage now. So I don't know. Big moment. Big moment for the account. So we've got one more left, and this is 34 crafting. Now that means that I can now start crafting all of the rubies. Sorry, cutting all the rubies. And that was kind of the next step, is that I've collected not enough rubies to get me to 42, which is for the diamond, but I've collected enough that I can make at least a partial dent in it. At the minute I've just been using sapphires and emeralds to get me there. So from now on we can also start cutting all of the rubies as and when we get there. So I've got a few more bowstrings to string, so once I've done that I will cut all my rubies and I'll let you know where we end up, because we're at 34. Where's it gone? There it is. And we need to get to 42. So let's see you in about half a second. Well, we got ourselves to almost 36, which is not as much as I was hoping. But it's progress in the right direction, and so almost 36, I'll take it. Oh, I just got a mithril pickaxe. Holy moly. That's okay. It doesn't unlock any grinds for me, but that is good. That is good for future grinds that we may get. Really good. And it's another thing ticked off the Earth Impling list. Ops. We are getting all of the luck today. Literally like an hour and a half ago is when we got the mithril pick. And now we got some rainbow fish. So we are now down to 2. Can you eat these? You can eat these. We're down to 2 more drops on the gourmet impling table now. We are rifling through this stuff. We're genuinely going to be finished with the side picker at the same time as the regular one. Amazing. Haha, very funny. We're all funny people here. These mans get funnier and funnier by the moment. Hilarious. I mean, I don't think that would count to a chunk task anyway, right? How do you even use these things? Like, do I have to have the magic level to use them? I don't even know. Whoa. I almost missed that then. I was clicking so quickly. That is a mahogany seed. That is the second to last one that we required. Not really sure why it took me that long to get, but I'm not going to complain. we've got it now. Ho ho! I don't know where this goes. There? Not there. In its own thing. Calquat? There? I don't know. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. The idea behind this clip is, again, to try and achieve something that nobody's ever achieved before in the history of this game. I'm going to click on this very quickly, and then even quicker than that, I'm going to click on this, and hopefully two things happen at the same time. Are we ready? Go, go! Oh, come on. Well, 22 million. That's something, at least. Bloody body rune rubbish. We are still just grinding away. I've been doing a lot more elementals than I have been woodcutting. So we're really powering through. We've done some good crafting movements as well. So I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good. Things are going forwards, which is always just great. It's always just great to see. I'm not really stressing too much about the thingy bobby right now. I'm just kind of enjoying the game, I think it's something that I think a lot of people don't necessarily think about when people do these kind of supreme chunks or even extreme chunks and all of these challenge modes like Settled's Nightmare thing. I'm actually enjoying it, even though I'm literally clicking on oak trees for 71 days and I'm just killing elementals, and I spent thousands of hours just in this one chunk, and you might think I hate it and it's a pain and I'm just doing it for the YouTube views and the money and all that kind of stuff, but I am genuinely enjoying it. It's a challenge, and it's something that it's actually giving me back a lot more than I'm putting into it. It's giving me a purpose, which sounds stupid to say, a purpose on a point-and-click medieval game that came out in the 2000s or the 1990s or whenever it was, the first one. But it's given me a purpose. And these videos are almost like an outlet for the purpose, which is really nice. It's really nice. And then when everyone, all of you guys engage with it and everyone's so positive about it. I mean, I get the odd negative comment, but most of the comments I get are positive. It feels good. It feels like you guys are justifying the outlet for the positivity that it's doing for me, which is like double positivity, which is great, and I'm really appreciative of it. I sit there on video upload day, watching all the comments roll in and making sure everyone's happy, and that people have enjoyed what they're watching and all that kind of stuff. And I watch the view count go up and the sub count go up, and it just fills me with joy. It's like I'm doing something that might mean something to somebody, rather than not doing anything, and then definitely nobody is getting any meaning out of what I'm doing, and I'm not getting any meaning out of what I'm doing. I don't know why I just went on like a 4-minute rant about that. It was just a clip about getting 22 million anyway, go next clip, move on. Well, that's a bit disconcerting, but the actual reason for this clip is not the devil coming in to ruin my woodcutting career, but it's to show you that I literally just had a maze random and got the 2 chaos drop and 1 death rune drop. That is what we live for. That saved so many hours, so many hours of just killing elementals, which is amazing. So hope for more of that, because the more of them we get, the sooner we roll. Just wanted to say a big thank you to Hyrux Array. I am so sorry that I don't know how to pronounce your name. They're so kind. They came, gave me a bond. Unfortunately, I was at the gym playing AFK and trees on my phone, and I almost missed it, to be honest. And I'm very sorry to Hirux Arai, because I was ignoring them for quite a bit, I think, before I realised. And the chat function on RuneScape Mobile is very poor. Very, very poor. So I was typing things that probably didn't make much sense at all, and then they left. So yeah, sorry to Hirux, and also very many thank yous to Hirux. Right, if my mathematics are correct, which they are usually not, but let's see. We are about to hit We're about to hit a massive milestone. Do that. Do that. Oh! Look at that. 100,000 maple logs in the bank. Well, now that we've got that, we might as well go back to these beautiful oak trees and get them up to 100,000 as well. That looks so good. Here we go. We have made another level. We've made a step forwards to... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just going to stop now. 67 magic. We are still heading for that beautiful 79. We've got enough runes here to potentially get us a good chunk of the way through 67. And then we will come back to... That is my... What are you doing, cat? Stop it. We will... I've lost my train of thought now. Thanks, cat. Yeah, we're just going to work our way towards each. Once I... Look, let's start this again. Let's take a moment, get the brain in order. What I'm doing is I have got myself into a position where using the natures that I've collected gets me to the next level. And then these runes, like the law that I've already used, and then the death and the chaos, they get me another chunk through the next level. And then I see how many more natures I would need to get from wherever I am in that level to the next level. And that's what I go and kill all the elementals for. And then once I've got enough nature runes to get me to that next level, I do that, and then whatever else I've got collected, that gets me through the next one, and so on and so forth. And it's just the way I've got my brain to make this grind okay. I've got no idea what I've just been talking about. Oh, whatever. Next clip's probably gonna be woodcutting or something. I don't know. Been absolutely slacking. I just missed it. Completely missed it. I don't know why it's taken 7.7k of XP before I realised. I guess I've just been just enjoying myself, relaxing, chopping some trees, listening to some tunes. But yeah, 23 million XP. We are, I don't know, we're dry, we're not dry, I've no idea. We're just going to have to carry on, figure it out. Would you look at this? 30 million total XP. We are gaming. We're just gaming right now. I think most of this is actually woodcutting. 23. I could have looked in the top corner, couldn't I? Anyway, 23 million. That's pretty sweet. I've got something like 200 million on my group iron, and that's been playing for a couple of years, and it's gone everywhere on the map. And I've got 30 million in this one singular chunk, so that's good. I just think this game mode, that it's all unofficial and everything, and I like that actually, that it is, because then they might take it and ruin it or whatever. But I think this game mode just gives something. It almost feels like you're playing the game again. You're starting afresh. You've never seen it before, and I just think that's good. I think it just feels good. It's nice not to have to do everything super efficiently. So I was just editing this video because it's going to go up in, well, about an hour and 15 minutes. And I looked at that last clip and I did some editing to it, and I was like, I didn't really explain myself very well. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to explain myself very well. What I meant was, like, if you think about the chunk mindset, it's to follow specific tasks that are set by something else, and you don't really have the entire map to play with, so you can't, you know, look at the wiki and go, what's the most efficient thing you can do, and then go do that. You have to find out what the most efficient thing is in your chunk to be able to do that. So it's a bit more digging, it's a bit more, you know, theory crafting and whatever. And I in my head, I connect that closely with somebody that's just started the game afresh, and they don't really know, they might not know the wiki's there, they might not know what the routes are, and they might not know, you know, which way they need to go or what they need to do things in the most efficient way. So it kind of feels like that to me, and it's been quite nice actually, just being like, I don't have to go and do something super efficient. I can literally just do this thing here and just figure it out, and I think that's quite nice, and it's actually let me see the game in a little bit of a more fresh light, which I think is super good. I think more people should experience this and just see what it's like, you know what I mean? On top of all of that is, you know, the way that my brain works. I like lists. I like to make lists. I like to tick things off lists, and it kind of makes me feel more content with the thing that I'm doing. And it means, like, now I can do 23.28 million woodcutting XP without, you know, bashing my head against the brick wall and giving up, because I know that there's that thing at the end of it, which is why I like the collection log so much, because there's a thing that you're working towards and you're going to get it if you keep doing it. And this kind of feels in that same way, but it's more concentrated, where I have multiple things. Well, now I don't, but at the beginning I had multiple things to do, and I could go and do all of them, and I knew there was an end goal to it to tick them off. Whereas the main game, where you've got all the map and all the chunks and everything open to you, it feels a bit more like you've got so much to do and you don't really know what the end goal is unless you set it yourself. And sometimes you don't even know what you want to do, that it can just get a bit stale, where you're like, oh, I'll go do some gauntlet, and then you do a couple of them and you're like, oh, maybe I should do something else, and you go do that, and then you do something else and something else. Whereas here it's like, now I've got two things, I've got to do those two things. So it's a bit more concentrated for me, where I'm like, I can't do anything else, so these two things need to be done. And that weirdly has made it easier for me to do it, which is why I think a lot of these Extreme and Supreme and whatever One Chunk accounts actually are able to do the things that they do and the crazy grinds that they do. I mean, you'd have to ask them and see what their opinion is, but that's my opinion. And I would suggest this game mode to everybody. I would say give it a try. It might be not your kind of thing, and then you just get rid of it, but I think give it a go, because I'm having the time of my life, to be honest. I'm having more fun on this account than I am any of my other accounts right now. But anyway, I think I've talked enough now. It's getting close to me having to upload this video, and I guess we just leave it there. You know, I'm working hard. I'm trying to get that beaver. I'm trying to get 79 magic, and I am fully committed to leaving this chunk as soon as physically possible. And I will continue to grind as hard as possible until that happens. And the only break I'm going to take is when I go to Download Festival in, what, a month's time? Less than a month's time now. So if any of you are going to Download Festival, maybe I'll see you there. You know, you don't know what I look like, but you could just guess. You know, you could be like, I'm going to Download, and when you get there, you look at somebody, you're like, that looks like a Hannibal kind of guy, and then you just go over and go, Hannibal, and you might get some weird looks and some like, I'm not Hannibal, what the frick are you talking about? But one of you might get it right. You might be like, Hannibal, and I go, hey. I mean, a giveaway would be, you know, I'm stood there listening to a band playing this account on my phone, but whatever. If you go in there, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Let me know if you are. I'd love to see some people there, potentially. But yeah, now we're going to leave this off with the channel members, as usual. Love you, bye. Look at these gorgeous people. In the Soothsayer tier, we've got Scott Reeve, Matt W, Delando, the biggest MHG, Woozle, Esteban Price, and the newest member, Lixie. And in the Oracle tier, we've got Diggy Dog SP, Hunterman, and the newest member, Homph. I hope I said Homph right, I'm so sorry. Thanks to everybody who is a member of the channel, and I love you all. See you soon.